Blessings and good day. Welcome to my channel, Great Amaziah. This is Amaziah the Great with more news update for you. In our stories today, news overseas. TikTok still a fight back, trying to stop Donald Trump banning them in America. Stories in Jamaica. You see the baby wanna see on the viral video smoking cigarettes and drinking something seems to be like alcohol. Well, that youth there and his siblings are now in state care. Several persons from Seaview in a lockup and them not get no bail. We were told them attack the police when police come for lock off them event during curfew hours. Portland craft vendors suffer from Covid19 effect. And finally, teen mom scores 6-1 in CSEC exams. Those are the stories, so nobody go nowhere. You're tuning to Great Amaziah channel. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Tell them precisely. We will be right back.
Big up great amazement, Butch Banton and dancing. Take the word and pass.
Yeah, welcome back. Keep sharing, watching my contents and keep promoting and tell people to go and go watch the channel here. Anyway, let me go straight into the stories. TikTok is asking federal judge to block the Trump administration's impending ban on its operation in the United States. The company filed for a preliminary injunction in the District of Columbia on Wednesday to keep the app in U.S. app stores, while negotiations over the company's future are in limbo. The ban, which is set to go in effect just before midnight on September 27th, which caused TikTok irreparable harm. Vanessa Pappas, the company's interim executive, said in its filing. President Donald Trump on Saturday said he had given his blessing to a deal struck by TikTok's parent company ByteDance and Oracle and Walmart, which would avert a ban announced by the Department of Commerce last week. But that deal is still subject to some negotiations, leaving TikTok with the ban still looming. Pappas also predicted that TikTok could lose up to half its users base if the service were banned for just 2 months. Anywhere between 80 and 90% if the ban stayed in place for 6 months. TikTok claims more than 100 million users are in the US. She also said 52 candidates were offered jobs at the company have declined due to the threat of the ban, and that a dozen brands have delayed or cancelled advertising, resulting in $10 million lost in revenue for the month of August. Both the US and China are considering whether or not to approve a deal that would give Oracle and Walmart minority stakes in the company and to move its headquarters to the US. Oracle, which would serve as TikTok cloud service partner and be responsible for US user data, has said that the deal would make TikTok's a US-based company with majority American ownership. ByteDance describes the deal differently. TikTok would be its US subsidiary, it has said, and ByteDance would still have 80% ownership. In either scenario, ByteDance would maintain control of the company's most valuable software. A sticking point for the US officials who remain concerned about China's ability to use the app to access American users' data and censor content. China, too, has indicated that it might oppose the deal. On Tuesday, a state-backed paper said Beijing is unlikely to approve what is described as an unfair deal with Oracle and Walmart. In seeking an injunction, TikTok said it had made extraordinary efforts to try to satisfy the government's ever-shifting demands and purported national security concerns. So that's up with TikTok and the US update. So let's go into the next story. Jamaica news. Yo, probably someone wanna see that video going around because me get it, my friend them get it, and some other people get it. With the little baby who somebody a video smoking cigarette and a drink something somewhat like alcohol. I don't know if people can so stupid like grown adults. Come on, no phone no one beaten. Anyway, the 3-year-old baby boy at the center of a controversial video making the rounds on social media have been put in a place of safety, along with his 2 siblings, while state officials consider an appropriate solution. The action was taken after members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force yesterday took the mother and the toddler into custody for questioning, following an intense search to locate the child who, in the video clip, was being prodded to smoke and drink what appeared to be alcohol as a part of a birthday celebration. Children's advocate Diane Gordon Harrison, whose office launched an investigation in the collaboration with the police and other state agencies, mentioned that the matter was brought before court yesterday, resulting in the judge making an order to temporarily place the child and his two siblings, both younger than 8 years of age, at a place of safety. The matter goes back to court early next week, she said. The child's mother was at the time still being interviewed by the police, we were told. Responding to the criticism that taking the children from their current environment and placing them in state care would further the harm already done, Gordon Harris said, which is why it is not permanent placement. I, for one, don't like institutionalization at all. But where you have an extreme case like this, where the situation is so fresh, you don't want to just pluck the child from what may be inappropriate circumstances and place them with somebody else in the same kind of circumstances. So the fact that this is an interim order, which means temporary, gives us the opportunity, due the due diligence with whomever in the private community may be seen as an appropriate person, to ensure that when they are placed, it is not a knee-jerk reaction and you are not jumping from the frying pan into the fire, she explained. Asked whether placing the child for foster parents would be more suitable alternative, she said, that is also an option, but again, the due diligence would have to be done. Our next story is about some party people who fling stone off a police get injured, now the people them in a lockup. Yo, the residents of Seaview Gardens in St. Andrew are up in the arms over the manner in which they say police went about bringing an end to their party during curfew hours there on Wednesday night. They also blame the cops for a resulting attack in which at least one officer was injured. Reports are that about 10:30 p.m., more than 2 hours after nightly curfew to curtail the spread of the coronavirus had begun, lawmen were on operation in the area when patrons were seen at a party at a premises. They initially complied with the instruction to go home, but when the cops returned to the location at about 11:30 p.m., they had returned. We were told that when the patrons were instructed to leave, they resisted and started arguing with the cops, telling them to go and go look for criminal party afi keep. Irate at the lawmen's insistence to wrap up the event, which police said did not have a permit, things escalated with one female patron allegedly attacking a woman sergeant, ripping her uniform. Oh my gosh, what's really going on? During the fracas, a missile was hurled from a section of the crowd, hitting a constable in the head. He had to seek emergency medical attention at the Kingston Public Hospital. 10 persons, including the promoter, were arrested at the scene, and another 13 picked up yesterday as cops continue to probe the incident. Residents complained that the police were hostile towards them, that they demanded that the event, which was in breach of the Disaster Risk Management Act, come to an end. No, people. Seaview people at Jamaica, anywhere when I listen this. Me go a party, local, abroad, and let me talk about foreign first. You see, people have to learn how to be disciplined. You see, when them say the event I go over like 2 o'clock in the night, by 1:55, everything lock off. And people go overseas and them are Jamaicans and them have to work with the law, work with the system. So, I now go support one and behave some type of way. I now go say the police them did come calm and call me there and see how them operate. I garrison me live Spanish Town, big up Red Pan on my place. Me there and see how police operate and some of them not deal with we nice either. And me there uptown up on my sister place at Jacks Hill and see how them deal with the thing in a calmer way. But whether or not people are not going to get on the rights, you get what me and say, so you can't win. It was wrong for you to fling off for the police if I saw it go, cause me never did it. You get what me and say? Anyway, I'm going to go back to the story. Now, the mother of 19-year-old Kevin Clark, who was among the detained on Wednesday, said she spent the entire night at Hunts Bay police station trying to secure her son's release as he had a school appointment. Whoa. The police, them have me a spin around. Them took him out time yard, he was not at the party. And them a said nobody now go get no bail, the lady said. She pointed out that she knew nothing of the stoning incident. She remained adamant that her son was never at the party. He was inside someone else's yard and they took him and 2 others out of the yard. And on top of that, I was disrespected and insulted by the officers, the mother said. Another resident said that their physical confrontation was provoked by the cops, stating that their attitude of aggression could not foster dialogue. Imagine, Usain Bolt had a party, nobody go lock it up. But when poor people do the same, the police draw down and throw people in a jail. That double standard is destroying Jamaica, another commented. Reading through the article, I realized a lot of picnic, be a juvenile, young people there party. A 17-year-old boy who still considered as a minor, 2 18-year-old, 2 19-year-old, 4 of them are 20, 1 21-year-old, 2 24-year-old, and the rest of them are from 26 go up to 50. I mean, in this time, you have to understand, say, this thing is just for a while. So, I don't see why we should have forced we are still pursue doing parties and violate the laws and all of that. Now, as I said before, I can't say what took place because I never did it. But me know some of these police officers don't deal with the people just. And so them train up at the institution. You get what I say? When you at the academy, you get good and proper training. And when you come a road, some of you guys behave like beasts. Yeah, I see that in the streets. I still have to big up the good cops, them who do them good work. So enough respect, me not burn out everybody. But some of them don't deal with us appropriately. And some of we people too illiterate, too ignorant, too dark, too silly. And me no want to feel like I'm a disrespect because some of you to try understand say we as the people can make the change. Anyway, the news continue with the COVID cases. Let me remind you now what going on right now. As of today, officially the 25th, well, the update are from yesterday, still the last 24 hours. COVID-19 cases update 5,723 them say confirmed. And after 132 cases coming in the last 24 hours, the total up to that. Recoveries are 1,496. Active case gone over 4,000 and 80 persons are dead. So people, please continue to practice social distance and avoid gatherings. Always wash hands or sanitize properly. This will look good for Jamaica. And we can't blame the government alone when we have some stubborn, ignorant individuals who now work with the law. Breaking news, what going on in Clarendon. Yo, it has been confirmed that a JDF soldier who was shot in the head on an operation in Milk River, Clarendon last evening has died. The soldier was airlifted to hospital and was undergoing treatment before he succumbed to his injuries. He has been identified as Private R. King. More details will come up further when we get it, but that's all we have for now. In Portland, Port Antonio, craft vendors suffering from COVID-19 impact. Reeling from the effects of the coronavirus pandemic, which has crippled their livelihoods, craft vendors in Port Antonio are struggling to cope with the ongoing crisis and are now seeking new occupations. The picturesque craft village in Allen Avenue in Port Antonio, Portland, is now virtually abandoned and closely resembles a ghost town with little or no activities. It has become a daily routine for some craft vendors to play cards or dominoes or enjoy the game of Ludi just to pass the hours. Our everyday thing this. Man, we just hold a vibe and watch the days passing by. There is nothing else left for us to do, said Gervin Rockbottom Roof, a craft vendor and wood carver of more than 40 years. Those of us that can't come out every day are kept idle, playing games, or just sleeping with nothing else to do. There is no business taking place here, and some restaurants have simply closed down because they are not making any money, and rent has to be paid to the Portland Municipal Corporation. Boy, it's a long time we not pay the market fee. Nothing now sell and nobody now come to buy anything, he lamented. We have family to feed and bills to be paid. If I never my little savings, dog, me and my supper. Or it me a pinch, and I can't pinch too hard. Or it a go done quick. Some vendors lock down them stall and gone to do construction work. Some a do domestic work. and some just stay home. If you look down the aisle, you will see most of the shop them lock up, Roof added. According to Roof, when the tourism sector was closed shortly after the first case of the virus was confirmed, everything was brought to halt and business has not recovered. Bearing in mind that things were very bad before, but now it has gotten far worse. That last item I sold was a bracelet for 1,000 Jamaican dollars, which was more than a week ago. I am not making any money. And not just me, we all share similar fate and experience. My light bill is at 14,000, up from 7,000, and I don't even know how I am going to pay it. My son will be returning to school shortly, and I have no money, said Roof. Now, during a walkthrough of the facility, padlocks were visible on majority of the shops at the craft village, and there were only a few vendors on the property. The 2 restaurants that remain open are still operating on a cook-to-order basis. Another craft vendor, Shelly Evans, pointed out that she had taken up a new occupation, assisting with selling and marketing of fish for her brothers, who are fishermen. I have 2 children to support, one which is in high school, said Evans. I really love being a craft vendor as it allows me to meet people of different cultures and nationality. However, it is so bad now that it cannot get any worse. It is really a difficult time for us craft vendors. Some of us have to travel from far distance to get to the craft village, and we are not earning a dime. Most of the vendors are forced to stay home as it is a lot cheaper for them to do so. We need help, and we need it now. Whoa, such a sad situation for these craft vendors, but a lot of people, not just them alone, people all over Jamaica, people all over the world encountering similar situations. Now I have no job, lucky for me I still work at home, give thanks, and it's still rough. Anyway, the final stories hope to light some light around the world. Teen mom score 6-1 in CSEC exam, ain't that fantastic? Otissa Wilmot, head girl of the St. James-based Green Pond High School last academic year, has emerged as top performer at the institution in the Caribbean's Secondary Education Certificate (CSEC) examinations. Wilmot, who loves competition, has been beaming with a new level of pride since she received her CSEC result on Tuesday. She earned 6 grade 1s in physics, biology, mathematics, English language, information technology, and human and social biology, and grade 3 in chemistry. One of 27 students at the school now secure 100% passes. At first, I was disappointed that I got a 3 in chemistry because it's one of my favorite subjects. And then the excitement kicked in when I saw my 6 grade 1s, the 18-year-old said. Road to success, however, was not easy. Her secondary journey began at Irene High School, also in St. James, where uncertainty set in after she got pregnant in grade 9. I was shunned by most of my family, and they stopped supporting me financially, she said. The Women's Center of Jamaica, WCJF, in Brandon Hill, Montego Bay, became her oasis during the pregnancy. Since the inception in 1978, the WCJF has assisted more than 47,000 adolescent mothers across the main centers and outreach stations. At the Women's Center, she sat the grade 9 achievement test and was placed at the Green Pond High, where she found her new family. Wilmot was worried that she would not manage the workload at school, along with caring for her child, but was determined to defy the odds as a teen mother. I work hard and I never gave up. I held the tightest average in school from grade 9 to 11. I had many financial problems because I had a baby and I was going to school. But my teachers, the guidance counselor, and the principal helped me to attend by providing bus fare and lunch for me, said a grateful Wilmot. Principal Alicia Ellis Spence said results were not surprising as she had always shown great promise, topping the class annually and being named Student of the Year. She is disciplined and consistent. My only disappointment is that she has not secured a scholarship to support her further studies. She has surmounted a number of challenges that could have understandably caused her to give up, shared Ellis Spence. The principal added that support from the board management helped students like Wilmot to triumph. We provide students with supportive family environment that embodies the culture of care, which produces successful stories for otherwise disadvantaged pupils, she said. Any effort to assist Otissa with a tablet or a laptop to continue her education would be appreciated, the principal appealed. Wilmot, who plans to enroll in the school sixth form program, wants to become a cardiovascular surgeon. Wow, amazing. Great indeed. So anybody out there who are hear this news about Otissa and can support her with, give her some financial strength and support, because enough people out there are gonna boast about them rich and them not do nothing for nobody. One can take some time and try support her with some money or some tablet or computer that she can further her thing, cause you hear she want to be a cardiovascular surgeon. So just support and do the good deeds. This is Amaziah the Great. Thanks you so much for watching. Tell them precisely, great way is the gateway. Watch, comment, share, like, subscribe, and tell the people about this. Precisely, greatness. Okay, viewers, fans, friends, my family, them, subscribers, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Please do feel absolutely free to drop us your comment and be kind to leave a feedback. Yeah, comment, like, share, and tell others about it. And also remember to hit the notification bell if you want to be updated on what's new. Talking about what's new, go and go check out Amaziah the Great collections. Me have whole heap of merchandise I'm going with a bag of things. Enough t-shirt designs, don't tell them precisely. Available on Teespring. Enough people are talking about it, but go and go look for yourselves. Links will be in the description below. We have tabs for females, males, babies, cups, phone cases, etc. Mr. Go and go look now. Follow Amaziah the Great collection on IG and like us on Facebook. If you haven't watched My Name is Pam before, features my sister Quality. Please do go and go watch it and share it as it relates to domestic abuse against women and a woman's struggle through it to independence. Also remember to check out Amaziah the Great music on Amazon, Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, Google Play. It's everywhere.